what's cool about owning a full-size Seiken Swordriver? Having two Seiken Swordrivers. Whoa! Sup everyone, and welcome to another episode of Outer Space Reviews. In the previous episode, link is up here or in the description, up to you. We reviewed from the Shanghai Toy Expo, the Seiken Swordriver Set. Ooh. In today's episode, we are reviewing the Ultimate Great Seiken Rekka Emblem Set from Premium Monday. It's new, it's different. How different? Well, you're just gonna have to stick around and find out. But if you're new here, remember to like and subscribe. Subscribing by hitting that notification button, please and thank you. Today we have the Japanese edition of the Seiken Swordriver Sword. Later in this episode, we'll be discussing the differences between the two. In the previous video, I did say I was excited about the sword, and I was very tempted to get it. Time has passed, and I finally got it. Yay! So we're going to massive shout out to KingKluck. You might remember him from this video up here, where we opened up his Zen Market box. He graciously allowed us to borrow the item. Yay, but now I've got to get my own. Now let's look at the new box. This is not the right way to hold it. Here's the new box. Ultimate Great Seiken Rekka. Rekka is Shinkenja. Kaenken Rekka. I think I even said that at the start of the episode. Rekka. The Ultimate Great Seiken Rekka Kaenken Emblem Set. It's a bit more flash compared to the China Toy Fair edition. Saber symbols on the top. You got it all written in the Wonder Ride language with Kamen Rider blades and Ikazuchi on the back. And on the sides, it also has the symbols for Suiseiken and the Raimeiken. Pretty cool. Let's open it up. So it is really cool. What is included in the box? One sword, one Kaenken Rekka emblem, the Suiseiken Nagare emblem, and the Raimeiken Ikazuchi emblem. Also a set of instructions on how to play with it. But this time in Japanese. Now this one takes 3 AAA batteries. What buttons does the sword have? It has the trigger, it has the scan button, and it has a fully functional back button this time. The trigger is for all your attacks, scanning buttons to do your scanning book attacks, and the back button this time around is for background music and transformation sounds. Ooh. Now, like with the China version, we asked, can this sword scan Wonder Ride books? No. It does have more Wonder Ride book sounds, but it cannot be scanned and they don't double up. Now, just like last time, here's a comparison of the DX version. Here it is again in all its tiny glory. You can definitely see the paint difference. This one's a metallic silver and this one's just a gray. Now let's get into playing with this one and demonstrate what exactly it does. By the way, it is ridiculously loud. It like screams at you. So I recommend, as per the Bandai Kamen Rider toy page, you pop some sticky tape on the back. But I'm not going to be doing that. I'm just going to let it scream at me. So you have been warned. Let's go. So once you turn it on, it's automatically set to Kaenken Rekka. And once you place the other 2 emblems, that changes the sword to that mode. So even without the Kaenken Rekka emblem, it's going to be Kaenken by default. It is so loud. So we have here is the Brave Dragon Wonder Ride book. As I said, does not make any sounds at all. Doesn't scan like the DX version. One thing I'll point out, it does go through 20 different Wonder Ride books when you press the Seiken scan button. It starts with Saber's 3 red transformation books, followed by Blade's 3 blue transformation books, then followed by Espada's 3 transformation books. And then it will play all the other different books that have been scanned in the series. It goes Saber's, then Blade's, then Espada's. But when you change the emblem, that's whose books will start first. Saber goes Saber, Blade, Espada. With Blades, it goes Blades, Saber, Espada. And then with Espada's, it goes Espada, Saber, and then Blades. And then it just continues with the other 11 Wonder Ride books. Now, for the sake of time, we'll only go through the 20 as Sabers, because it's exactly the same sounds, just in different orders depending on the emblems for the other 2. Let's go. As you saw, press the button, then pull the trigger to activate the attack. Now, unfortunately, you can't scan more than one book for a finisher attack. It will only play that one sound. So if you go dragon, then eagle, it will only play eagle. It won't go dragon, eagle, 2 slice attack, or 3 slice attack for the included Sayuya journey. So, you can pull the trigger while holding this button, but it won't play any sounds from the scan. It just goes back to sword swishes and whatnot. At any point during the 1 to 20 pushes that you're going to push for the Wonder Ride scan button, if you hold said button, it will actually reset it back to the start. So you're on the 15th press and you're like, oh, I don't want to play that. Just push the button and it'll restart it again. Now, when we flip the sword over, we have the additional button on the back of the sword. So it has been relegated to music and transformation sounds. Without holding the button, when you press it, it starts playing background music. There are 5 songs that are included on the Seiken sword. So let's check them out. So at any point, you're always welcome to cancel the song by just clicking on the button once more. So one press to start, another press to stop, which is pretty cool. When you hold said button, that activates the transformation, compared to the Chinese version that once you pushed the trigger button, it played the transformation button out of the gate. With the Kaenken Rekka sword, it actually has a few transformations. Unfortunately, it doesn't do all the Wonder Ride combos, it only does the main Saber combos. Now, the one other thing that distinguishes this item from the Chinese version, it actually includes voice lines from the actors for Saber, Blades, and Espada. Flip your sword over, make sure the Seiken is off, hold the trigger, and then flick it on. When you hear Saber's voice line, that means you know it's in voice actor mode. When you press the trigger now, and any other function, the voice lines will be spoken. For the rest of this video, for all the transformation sounds and whatnot, it will be in voice actor mode because that is the key feature, and it's exactly the same as the regular mode, but the voice lines just make it a little bit more special. Now, the cool thing about this sword is you do not need any of the items that you see here. It's only if you wish to display it with all said items. It's cool to have anyway. So with that, let's Henshin. Now, the next thing to point out with the scan button, it doesn't really add that much to the voice actor lines. So I'll show you an example. All it added to that was a hua, not like a name of the attack or anything like that. So we don't need to show you anymore because it's just going to be hua. Now, before you change to the next form, you can do the finishing attack plus voice lines. And now we'll transform into Crimson Dragon. Time for Crimson Dragon's finishing attack. And now it's time to transform into Dragonic Knight. Dragonic Knight, finish your attack! It's time for the Emotional Dragon transformation. Now it's time for the Emotional Dragon finisher. Primitive Dragon transformation. Primitive Dragon, finish your attack.
Now it's time for the Elemental Dragon transformation. Elemental Dragon Finisher Attack.
物語の結末は俺が決める。必殺読破マシマシ。烈火抜刀。死んだ万象さん。エレメンタル合殺。
Now it's time to transform into superhero Senki form.
物語の結末は俺が決める。スーパーヒーロー戦記。烈火抜刀。どんな時も大切なものを守るため正義が紡ぐ勝利の歴史。スーパーヒーロー戦記。時代が望む限りヒーローは必ず現れる。
Superhero Senki finisher attack.
スーパーヒーロー必殺読破。烈火抜刀。スーパーヒーロー必殺斬り。 Hero is forever.
And finally, the Wonder Almighty transformation.
Wonder Almighty. 신지의 力が未来を変える。変身。烈火全抜刀。A new story start. Wonder Almighty.
And to finish it all out, we have the Wonder Almighty finisher attack.
Almighty 必殺読破。Save the world. Save the world. 烈火全抜刀。Almighty 必殺斬り。ここに完結。
It's time to change over to Blades features.
この水星剣流れに誓う。僕が必ず世界を守る。
Here we go. Now that we attack with the Suiseiken Nagare, it's all of Blades' voice lines. All the scans are the same as before, just in a different order as I explained. If you want to watch it again, just go back into that part of the video. Still same music. It's going to be the same for all three riders, but different transformation sounds. Let's begin.
この水星剣流れに誓う。僕が必ず世界を守る。ライオン戦記。変身。ライオン戦
So that was Blade's Lion Senki transformation sound. Now it's time for the Lion Senki finisher attack.
剣士の誇りにかけ、世界の均衡は僕が守る。必殺読破。流れ抜刀。ライオン必殺にウォーター。最後のストリーム。
Now let's transform into Fantastic Lion. Now it's time for the fantastic line finisher attack.
剣士の誇りにかけ、世界の均衡は僕が守る。必殺読破。流れ抜刀ペガサスライオンピーターパン暗殺斬り。ドラゴンでローザー。
Now it's time to transform into King Lion Senki.
水星剣流れに誓う。世界の均衡は僕が守る。キングライオン。流れ抜刀。それすなわち攻撃の戦士。
King Lion Daisenki finisher attack.
キングライオン必殺読破。流れ抜刀キングライオン必殺斬り。
Now we're up to our last one. It wasn't as many as Saber, but it's time for the Tatagami Hyoju Senki Lion transformation.
水星剣流れに誓う。大切な人たちは僕が守る。たてがみ標準戦記。流れ抜刀たてがみ全開。全てを否定し、たてがみ。
And to finish it all up, we got the Tatagami Hyoju Senki Lion finisher attack.
剣士たちが紡いできた意志が負けるはずがない。必殺凍結。流れ抜刀たてがみ強烈。
Now that's all the blades' sounds done. Let's move on to Espada. Now for the Raimeiken Ikazuchi. Bleh.
俺は俺の思いを貫く。
Now when you press the trigger button, you get all of Kento grunts when you do the slash attacks. Now, with Espada's transformations, he only has two. They did not include Arabiana Knight in this edition because it's the same sword, but it's a different emblem to this one, unfortunately. So he only gets two. Let's do it. Let's Henshin.
奴らが何をしようが、俺に迷いはない。ランプド・アランジーナ。 流
Now it's time for the Lamped Algina finisher attack.
俺は俺の思いを貫く必殺毒破。雷バットトレーのデストローだ。アランジーナ必殺に。これで話は終わりだ。
We're almost done. Only has two. It's time for the Golden Algina Henshin. And to finish it off, the Golden Algina finisher attack.
俺の思いを貫く必殺毒破。雷バットヘルメロス接地ホークアランジーナ三殺斬り。
Now, why would you add this to your collection? It is really cool. It's gone that extra step to include voice lines, more forms, more Wonder-Eyed book scans, and background music. It is shiny silver. It's really shiny. It is so cool. It's spectacular. The sound is loud, but it is clear. It'll be great at conventions if you want to be that guy running around in a Saber costume. They'll hear you coming with that sound just blaring. It is just so loud. But if you like the quiet, sticky tape it. Just put some sticky tape over it, as recommended in the official Kamen Rider toy blogs. Just on the back. The only thing that will deter you, as of May 2022, is the shipping on it. If you can find it for under 300 US with shipping, I recommend you go for it. But otherwise, you're looking at 400 shipping. For me, in Australia, we have to pay about 500 Australian, which is just a bit over 400 US. It's a lot. It is a lot. Now, it's that time that a lot of you have clicked on this video for. It's time to compare the Japanese Ultimate Great Seiken with the Chinese Toy Fair exclusive Seiken Swordriver Set. So we have the Japanese Seiken Sword, and we have the China exclusive Seiken Sword. Wow! What are the differences? They both come with all three emblems. The emblems are basically the same. There's no differences that I can see looking at them. They both have gold foil on the emblem for Saber. They both have silver foil for the Nagare emblem. And they both have a shiny green foil for the Ikazuchi emblem. Japanese version is a shiny metallic silver. China version, it is a molded gray all over. This one has background music. China version does not. Japanese version has a functional back button right here. China version, it's just molded onto the sword. Japanese version comes with multiple transformations for the 3 riders. China version only has the main transformation for each rider. The Japanese version has 20 different Wonder-Eyed books on the scan function. The Chinese version only has 1 per rider for a total of 3. For the finisher attacks, for the base Saber, Blades, and Espada forms. The China version has 3 different versions of the finisher attack. The Japanese version only has 1 version of the finisher attack. The Saber, Blades, and Espada's finisher attack. But it is a longer version of the finisher attack sounds. They said that one was bigger than the other. The China version states 80 centimeters, while the Japanese version states 81 centimeters. But if we flip them around, make them kiss, they're literally the same mold. There's no difference in the rubber on the tip being a little bit bigger. It's exactly the same. My Chinese version's a bit bent. It's a bit crooked. It leans to one side. Price. Because of all the features, it has an exorbitant price. I picked this one up for 200 with shipping. This one costs over 200 plus the shipping for such a big box. So if you just want something to display, China. But if you want all these features and everything, Japanese version is king. Now the sound, it's very crisp and clear. It's actually at a decent volume. Japanese version, it is crisp and clear, but it screams at you. Let's quickly peek at the sound difference.
Kaenken Rekka. Kaenken Rekka.
It's quiet. This one's very loud in comparison. It makes it sound really quiet, but this one just sounds a little bit better. Chop, 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 chop. Lighting. This one's colors change to other colors besides red. This one sticks only on red. Yes, you can change the emblems, but this one will be permanently stuck on blue or yellow for the blades and Espada swords. This one will be base blue and yellow, but it can change colors. Now the Japanese version is vastly superior to the China version. It does include a lot of sound clips like with the DX Sound Edition, but just not as many. So thank you so much guys for watching. I hope this video has helped you decide which version to get, or if you just want the DX one, whatever. Now, if you already have one, in the comments, let me know, which do you have? Japanese, Chinese, or do you have both? Do you have a DX? Do you have everything? Do you have all the Wonder Ride books? Let me know, I'm keen to talk. Just remember to sub or I'll get you. I'll get you. Hope to catch you in the next video. Bye.